Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is game one between my Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues of the first round in the playoffs. And today I'm going to jump in and I'm going to give you a little bit of a comparison on players to watch out for and just, it says game one here, but this is really throughout the series. If you think I should make one for every game or do one for every series, let me know in the comments. But yeah, without further ado, remember Jesus is King. Make sure to subscribe, and let's jump into this preview. So we're going to start off with the goaltending, and for my Colorado Avalanche, it is Philip Grubauer, who is going to be our starting goalie. Obviously, he played 40 games this season, with 39 of them being starts. He had 30 wins. Obviously, 9 losses and that 1 OT loss. He faced 993 shots. 77 goals were scored against him. A goal against average per game was about 195, which is pretty good. And he had a save percentage of 922, which is really good. And he had 7 shutouts this season. And yeah, I think he's going to do really well this series. And for the Blues, their goalie is going to be Jordan Binnington. He played 42 games. He started 41 of them. He had 18 wins, 14 losses. They lost 8 times in overtime. He had 108 goals scored against them. He had a .265 goals against average, a .910 save percentage, and 8 shutouts. Which, the save percentage and the goals against average isn't great, but it's not terrible either. And for the 8 shutouts, that's what I got for the stats. I don't know if that's true because I thought Philip Grubauer and Semyon Varlamov were tied for shutouts. Maybe he got one recently that I'm just not remembering. But I'm going off of what the stats I got. And based on this, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, obviously, because I'm an Avalanche fan and I'm biased. If we stay healthy this series, I do think we're going to win. But that is the question, is if we stay healthy. Between Grubauer and Binnington, I'm going to give the edge to Grubauer because I think he's played phenomenal our season, one of the best seasons that he's had. And, I mean, this could be biased, but I am going to go with Philip Grubauer with the edge here. Next, we're going to centers, and obviously, for my Avalanche, Nathan MacKinnon, second best player in the league right now. I think he can still be the best, but, that's a hot take. This season, he played 48 games with 20 goals, 45 assists, and 65 points. Fun fact, he actually does not lead the Avalanche in points at the end of the regular season. And he was a 22 in the plus-minus. And, Nathan MacKinnon is a factor with his speed, his shooting, just the way he can handle the puck. He's going to be a factor, and I think he's going to make a big impact. And if he goes into takeover mode like he did in last year's playoffs, I don't think anybody is going to be stopping him. And for the Blues, we got former Colorado Avalanche Ryan O'Reilly, who played all 56 games this season. He scored 24 goals, 30 assists, and 54 points, and was a 26 plus-minus. Now, I will say Nathan MacKinnon struggled this season, but Ryan O'Reilly, he was pretty fantastic. And when I say struggle from Nathan MacKinnon, he didn't struggle. It's just not a season I would expect from Nathan MacKinnon. But it's going to be a tough one because, like I said, the biggest thing for the Avalanche is durability. And like you see, Ryan O'Reilly, he played all 56 games, and Nathan MacKinnon only played 48. So it's the matter of if we can stay on the ice. But that being said, Nathan MacKinnon is just a difference maker. And, as an Avs fan, you know what? Spoiler alert, I'm going to give the edge to my Avalanche for pretty much all of these. But if you're a Blues fan, your team is no slouch. I do think that you're going to put up a tough fight this series. I do not think this is going to be an easy series win for the Avalanche. I think this could go to 7 games, but I do have my Avalanche pulling it out. I am going to give the edge to Nathan MacKinnon in the center category. Next, forwards, Mikko Rantanen, who led the Avalanche in points this season with 52 games played, 30 goals, 36 assists, 66 points, and he was a 30 on the plus-minus. As you see there, he missed 4 games. So durability is coming back, but he was phenomenal this season, obviously leading us in goals and points in total. And, Mikko Rantanen, I hope he can take a step up in the playoffs, because if him and McKinnon are clicking, I think that we're just going to be feasting. We're going to be getting so many goals. And, yeah. Next is David Perron, who also led the Blues in scoring this season. He played 56 games. He scored 19 goals, 39 assists, 58 points, and he was a 6 on the plus-minus. And Mikko Rantanen, he is one of my favorite players in the NHL. I think he's my third favorite player behind Nathan MacKinnon and Cale Makar. However, I am going to give the edge to David Perron on this one. He had a fantastic season. Obviously, not as many goals as Rantanen, but he did have the production in the assist category. I do think this one is close. Oh, shoot. Do I want to? No. I'm going to give it to Rantanen. I'm sorry. I'm giving it to Rantanen. He just had 30 goals, 36 assists. He had one of the best seasons of his career so far, with only playing a total of 52 games in a 56-game season. I'm giving this one to Rantanen. Perron made it tough to decide who I wanted to give the edge to, but I'm giving it to Rantanen. Next, defenseman Cale Makar played 44 games, 8 goals, 36 assists for 44 points. It was a 17 in the plus-minus. And as it keeps coming up, he only played 44 games in a 56-game season. He missed 12 games, which is not great. We don't want him to be missing any games. He is our franchise defenseman. He is one of, if not the best defenseman in the league. I don't think he's quite the best yet, but soon he could be. But he is one of the best for sure. I think he's going to probably win the Norris this year, in my opinion. Could be a little biased there. Probably am, but I think he's fantastic, and he was our best defenseman this year. And for the Blues, Torrey Krug, this was his first season in St. Louis after leaving Boston. He only missed one game, playing 51 of them. He scored only 2 goals, 30 assists for 32 points, and was 11 on the plus-minus. I'm giving this one to Cale Makar. Like I said, one of, if not the best defensemen. He's probably going to be the best defenseman in a few years. He's up for a big contract, so him and Landeskog are getting paid this offseason. But yeah, he definitely deserves it. He is my second favorite player. I'm actually wearing his jersey right now, and I'll be rocking this jersey tonight against the Blues. But yeah, actually, this is kind of a tangent. Side note, if we're wearing our normal home jerseys, I'll be wearing Cale Makar, because it's our normal one that he's wearing in this picture. If we're wearing our alternates with the triangle mountain, our third jerseys, I have that one as Nathan MacKinnon, so I'll be wearing Nathan MacKinnon's jersey. I know you probably don't care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. And next, like I said, I'm giving the edge to Cale Makar. I don't know if I said that or not. Next, we're going with I was going to call this the wild card player, but Gabriel Landeskog, our captain, on the top line for a reason, is no wild card, so we're going with another forward-type center. Honestly, this could have been any position for either team. I'm going with our captain, Gabriel Landeskog, only missing 2 games, playing 54, 20 goals, 32 assists, 52 points, and was a 14 plus-minus. And obviously, our captain, he's going to provide that leadership. He went down against the Stars in last year's playoffs, and it kind of affected the team. So Landeskog is gonna be a factor, because he can score, he can make plays, he can assist, but it's the leadership that I think really helps this team and makes us gel together, and he's a great leader and the perfect leader for our team. And for the Blues, I have Jordan Kyrou here. He played 55 games, only missing 1, I believe. Yeah, 1. He scored 14 goals, 21 assists, 35 points, and was a 1 in the plus-minus category. And he started off the season hot. I think he kind of slowed down towards the middle and end, but I think he did pick it up recently. And the Avalanche, we got to watch this guy. He's going to be an impact. And, I'm not giving the edge to either Landeskog or Kyrou. These are just 2 guys to watch out for. And I think Kyrou is a fantastic talent. And the Avalanche definitely have to keep him in check to make sure he's not getting open, because he will definitely score if given the opportunity. But yeah. Let me know what you think. Personally, I have my Avs winning this series. I'm going to have us win game 1 as well. For the series, I think this is going to go 7 games, 6-7 games, I do have my Avalanche winning and advancing, but I do think the St. Louis Blues are going to put up a fight and not make this easy. Obviously, we won the President's Trophy as the best team in the league, but St. Louis is no slouch of a team. They may be the 4 seed, but I don't think this is an easy win by any means. We saw how Minnesota beat Vegas yesterday, so, I mean, obviously Minnesota is a great team, the 3rd seed. They could have been 2nd seed, could have been 1st seed even at some point. They were that good. They were surprising this season, but I do have my Avalanche winning this game and this series. Thank you so much for watching. If you want me to do more of these for other teams and other matchups, or even Game 2, Game 3, Game 4 of this series, let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.